I hope you can hear me fine, all of you. I
Yes.
hope you're
Yes.
having a fantastic day. It's an incredible day. Why not? We're in Unpassive. Of course, you know, my name is Ash, and I'm your friend. And together, we are changing the world in a very, very positive way. All right? Who's on board with me? Because I'm ready.
Giddy up. I'm on board.
I love that you mentioned we are having the F word here most of the time. It looks like most of our time together, and the only place there is F word, but it's a different type of F that we're having it in the country. We're having a different F word globally as well. Looking very ugly, slippery. Now Taiwan, China, more climate challenges. It is not looking good unless we are going to take initiative and Unpassive and do the change. Now, I'm not saying that everything they do or whoever they are is not useful. Perhaps we need a more serious impact. There have been so many attempts to have a good impact globally, whether in charitable acts or even inventions, perhaps the medical field. I see Dr. Bill here. He can testify to this. We just lost how many people in the last week? Did you know that there are 4,876 people we just lost? Did you know that? In the hospitals, preventable death. 250,000 people to be exact in America. On the average, we lose in doctors. Now, I'm sorry, in the hospitals. We have the best doctors in the world. We have the best technologies and equipments. You cannot beat that. Best medicine and all the resources. Why are those people dying? So many. And the impact. Now, here's a different type of impact, negative impact. Their family, what trauma that can leave and scars in their hearts and sadness, I can imagine. Something can be preventable. Why? Small mistakes. The morning doctor didn't connect with the evening doctor, whatever, because of they work lengthy hours, they came late, they just want to run out of the door. Why? Because only 5% of the hospitals are run by doctors. They're great people, they care, they have empathy, they want to fix it, but that means 95% are numbers people. They're running this as a business, they don't care. So how do you expect to care for people or the patients when your employees and the carer, the people who provide the care, they're not being cared for? That's a problem. So if we do run this as a business, okay, which is again, Dr. Bill, I'm not the best at it. If we do the same thing, that means we can expect the same type of results. Same thing goes in schools. Same thing goes in maybe in governments and all of that, unless we have care and we don't run this as a business, then we can expect that massive impact. That's why I guarantee Unpassive will leave a serious impact, a very positive impact all across. We are not running this exactly as a business. Some areas need to be done as a business. It is so scary when they look at our model, whoever, it just doesn't click or doesn't sit for them immediately. It's going to take them a while because it's never been done before. Just the concept that what we're doing, it doesn't go around the numbers to the company, to the corporate, it just mind-boggling. And that's why we're here today, and we're going to provide you with more things to unite together, because we have Corinne here. I know she loves the word unity. I agree with you. And we just want to show that we care. We're going to do the same work but with that extra human touch. All right, doesn't matter you're socialist, you're I don't know, atheist, you're conservative, extreme, it doesn't matter. We're all humanist. I want to say that. We're all humanists. So let's focus on that, find the commonality between us, and work together. One good activity to your business every day, okay? To your community that is on passive, to your big global family every day. It's a very, very short time that we are here. And most of us consume the good chunk of it. So the very little that we have remaining, nobody is going to live here forever, okay? Even greater people than us, they passed. So we have a very short time here to provide the best and the most humanized and human, okay, activities and acts that we can together. So I invite you one more time to take away the self-focus and the profits and seeing this as another business, as a program, as let's see what it is. It doesn't matter, okay? You just have to give me your attention. What we're doing here, if you don't see it, it's okay. But what with time you will. But what we're doing here is not typical. It's not a business. It's not a regular mission. It's not something that you will see again in your lifetime. This is literally, the more you understand it, it's a complete disruptive, okay, historical moment that we're witnessing here together. So start giving it your attention, but from a different angle, not what you have in mind. A lot of people, I'm nervous, you know, I'm confused, I'm overwhelmed, anticipation, sweating, all of that. And that's why it's more like lack of knowledge, and it doesn't mean what's going on is negative, all right, overall. It reminds me with the dumb reporters, okay, I'm not saying all of them, but when they often they ask the you know, athletes and Olympic competitives, okay, what they ask them, almost the same question: were you nervous, whether before the competition or after they ask them, were you nervous, are you nervous, okay? And what I love about the Olympics or the athletes, they know how to handle this. They're trained to express such a thing in a more positive way. No, I was excited. So the same thing. So what's the definition or the description of somebody who is nervous, overwhelmed, confused, you know, skeptical, all of that? I mean, probably the heart is beating, sweaty, and I don't know, anticipation, a little bit of pressure, nerve there. Okay, but it doesn't mean that it's a negative thing. You are excited. So let's change that and shift your thinking to start thinking, I'm excited. It just sound like something I'm not quite sure what it is, okay, or it's just becoming more clear as we go. But you've got to give it a leap because you have no risk. Give it that leap of faith, and don't treat it as a business. I would really fail miserably, and I will disappoint all of you if I'm running this as a business. I don't know how to do a business. I've never ran a business like to this extent, okay, or my own. Yeah, small things, but this is truly a global movement, and it is beyond a traditional outdated business concept. So unless you really pause or completely cut off, empty your glass right now and start thinking completely from like a different approach, you're going to be constantly confused no matter where we go because you don't know what to expect. So help me open up mind and heart, okay, and accept the fact what we're doing here is nothing you have seen before and is possibly the best thing you will see and you're witnessing. in your lifetime. So take it that way. And the risk is minimal. I understand your time. Okay, I understand your commitment, but we will not disappoint you. Okay, we will constantly give you the most value that you would ever receive outside yourself. Indeed, we are working on your future, okay, harder than yourself. I guarantee that. Why? I don't think you would compromise your maybe basic physical needs as much as we do. So we understand with the proper care, with really having that empathy and focus on a positive impact on humanity is far greater drive and motive, just, some money. Did you know also the same concept about, our health system? Did you know also that parents who work hard, very hard, and sometimes they come late and they don't have much time to spend with their children, they have almost no impact on the children. They're fine. Those who spend, the parents who work less and they come home early and they spend more time with their kids, but they come miserable, they hate their job and what they're doing, they have a much more negative impact on their kids. They're being bullied, they have suicide attempts. It's just ugly. Why? If you're in the wrong place, you don't like what you're doing, it's a tragedy. It's a tragic thing. I love what we're doing, and we're giving it all, and you cannot go wrong. And it's not about how much time or the physicality and all of that. It's really the positive impact and that beautiful, clean vision we have and we share together. So I would love to share with you. I have so much, and I constantly learn because I have an obligation to be ahead of the majority in order to be able to foresee and drive and lead. Otherwise, it would be just somebody that we hate somehow at the top leading us like every other place. They just have the authority, the position. We don't like them, and we just have to follow the rules so we can make a living. That's not the case with Unpassive. I always constantly want everybody to be themselves, and you have the power that we need. Without you, we cannot do it. Okay. Not needless to say, I can do it by myself. That is just out of control. Okay. We need you. Everybody is needed, and I don't want you to be fitting, okay, or change. So you adjust and mold yourself to be in the proper shape or mentality and all of that. Be yourself. We need you as your just like your unique, distinguished DNA, just like that. We need you, we need her, we need them, we need him, all of that. Everybody is needed the way they are. And our diversity, our differences, our positivity or strength in different areas will add up more goodness. A little bit good of you, one good thing of you, to the bucket, to the big tank, every day, 365 days a year. Now, here's a problem. I say that, and people say, okay, after 5 days, they come back and tell me what to do. All right, now that we don't have registration, I want to be wealthy. I want to be successful. I want to be popular. I want to have so many followers on YouTube, all that, even if you don't say it, but it translates in that. And yet, 2 weeks, if you don't have somebody to remind you, you get off track. Most people don't commit for more than 6 days on the average. So if I told all of you, no matter where you want to go, the very top, okay, you have 100 days to do one good thing, not 365. Just let's do it for 100 days. Every day, 5 minutes a day. Make some small action that will lead or yield into massive action because it's in a collective. It's in a group. Okay, when you do so, it will be impactful. Most people won't last for 6 days, and you wonder why the percentages are either 97, don't make it, or sometimes 99. I will be thrilled if it's 90, 97. I will be thrilled. All right. And it doesn't mean like if somebody is making a living, oh, they're successful, they're one from the 3 or 2%. No. All right. They could be miserable. It's not that. So if you have a goal or and it's not clear to you, we cannot fix that. If you have an expectation, it's just like, let me see where it's going to go. So no matter what we do, it's like we're looping and you're looping and hovering and never going to click. All right. So you have to be clear exactly where you want to go. Use us and unite with us. Okay. Doing your own contribution in your own unique way, which is needed. And you might tell me, I'm not good at videos. I'm not good at that. You think I am? Okay. So everybody's good at something. Everybody's good at something. All right. Doesn't have to be major. Don't underestimate small actions, but if you do them consistent, okay, you know how they break the rocks in the mountains, massive rocks like, I don't know, granite or even marble. Water, just water, focused, concentrate for a long time. Not nuclear bomb. Water, just dripping, cracks the mountains. Wow. Why? Consistent. Small action, but consistent. Small actions yield into massive action if they are constant. So you might say, man, I'm just like watching this little live or made a comment on it, impact is going to make. If it's not there, we're not going to get ahead. It's needed. Somebody got to do it. Okay. Pick your own lane and do it. Okay. So the time that let me sit and see what the company is going to entertain us, okay, will do for us, has to come to a better perspective where we are here together to make the most out of it. What you need is different from what I need. Okay, you might just be after the money. It's not necessarily my drive. Somebody else is after the technology and how they can get exposure or maybe market their own business or theory. Somebody else is for the humanitarian impact, somebody else for a career, profession, anything. So we don't have the same objective, no matter what it is, okay? Come together, we work together without doubts, and you will get there. But without your contribution or presence, it's a joke that you have expectations. Once in a while, I'll show up, see what's happening. Never, 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 you will be happy. Never. Why? Because you don't know what you're looking for, and you're unwilling to be a part of it. Because trust me, if you wake up and you have that massive figure in your bank account, it is not guaranteed that you will be the happiest person. I wish that person in Illinois who just won $1.3 billion, $1,300 million, we can have a talk with them today and after 12 months, 1 year from today, and see how happy they are and how much money they left. I'm sorry, Chris, but I hate to spoil this. People who play lottery, like they're taking a chance. Obviously, they're not good at making money somehow, and they're good at wasting money because it's something that is delusional. And you're given 1.3 million to somebody who's bad at money. I wonder what's the outcome. So if you don't engage and like engrave it with us by the dot, by the grain, it's not going to be in you. You're not going to feel the same. You could have the result as a crown on your head, the title, any of that, but it doesn't mean you're going to be respected or you're going to be happy even within yourself or your own small family. It's not guaranteed unless you have the character, and that doesn't happen by a result or a deposit or a status. It happens by the experience, by the evolution, by living it, by the practices. I wish I had more time to be cute, but I want to get into the details. Again, the problem is you're waiting for the details. What I told you is far more important than the details, because you make all the details you want with what I just told you, or I can continue on that theme. Perhaps it's a business. I'm obligated to give you the usual, and we're going to start with our website. It is happening exactly as planned. I'm talking about OnPassive.com, and it is literally being replicated like a clockwork. Every Monday, you're having a website. I'm not sure if you're seeing all of them. That's a good thing. If we counted on you to build them or to make any change or to click anything or to see them in order to achieve success, that's not going to happen. Thank God we have it systemized and replicated and automated by our AI and our hardworking experts. So the second half, give me another 10 days or so, or 2 weeks, okay? We're going to start doing 2 websites a day, every Monday and every Thursday. Complete, blown up, world-class websites. Roughly a couple of weeks later, it will be 3 a week, and that's it. It's over. It's probably more than you think. So why are we doing so? This is not necessarily for a website that we cannot register now and we have nothing being sold actually on the website. This is the preparation, okay? We're being prepared for the future in many ways. Number one, training our own internal human resources to be equipped for that delivery. Every day you have a website, which never happened before in history of mankind. And I doubt it would ever happen again. We're there. Now, if I came one day and I told you, like, okay, we're going to start tomorrow or in July or in August, we're going to start delivering 1 website a day. It's a good ambition, but if you don't gradually do it organically, the right way, from a mechanical point of view, will be another laughing stock like most companies. They set good goals, they're beautiful on papers, but have they done it before? How do you guarantee it's going to work if you've never done it? It's a nice concept. We're not jumping before we know where we're going. All right, we don't say that. That's the beauty. That's the ingenious about Ashenstein. I'm sorry, about OnPassive, and about how we are gradually, diligently building up our success brick by brick, not taking a chance with anything. So when somebody tells you, how do you know it's going to work? It's working. We're not going to jump until it's guaranteed. What a concept. Nobody's paying, nobody's sacrificing. So that's why we're beaten up, okay, daily around the clock because of that. And at the end of the day, we're the ones responsible for the success, and nothing more to us more fulfilling than taking you to the top and helping you go where you want to go, rather than listening to either selfish or insecure or selfless people who just need help. Okay, so we shouldn't take an advice from somebody who is trying to harm you or get a self benefit versus somebody telling you, hide your wallet, don't give me anything, don't give me a kidney or a drop of your blood, none of that. Okay, just trust the process and enjoy the ride. Okay, the journey. That's all we're asking for. All right, so what I love about this, we are well aware that is not an easy mission. Okay, I love the fact that we completely recognize the challenges to achieve such a high target. If it was a small target, we could have accomplished that long time ago. So we do have that excitement and that extra cautiousness because it's a bigger goal. And we're not saying cross fingers and let's see what happens. All right, let's open up and start selling. I know we'll blow up and all of that, but tomorrow who's responsible for either direction? When it's positive, everybody claims their own heroism. And when it goes south, bad animal Ash Mufareh. Okay, criminal. No matter who it is. So that I understand the mechanics to ensure your own success. Because if I let you lead, and I'm not saying all of you, I'm just saying those who are in anticipation, you may not necessarily take the right decisions for the majority of us. And without having all of us succeed, it's not going to be OnPassive. It's not going to be a success for all of us, even if you succeed temporarily by yourself. So understand, we are here to do it rightfully, powerfully, long term, in fact, to be our legacy. Why one website every day? It's the highest value. It's the ultimate value from a company to give you, and that we're not all of us, like millions of us, having one old, outdated, cheap, empty of love, empathy website that will get chewed up, spit it within a matter of days. So we, as long as we are there every day, a new website, you don't do it all at once, you do it. Now you get to the 7 days a week, what's the difference? You just give it a name, but you're doing it. You understand how the ingenious thing, we're doing it before we announce it. And it's led with the people you should trust, that they have the most empathy, that it would work for our partners. You know, when I say partners, meaning our human power, whether the founding members, whether the leaders, the future customers, or even the you know, the word I don't like to say, employees. All right, the people who are on our payroll. Those are our partners. Because if we don't have that bonded partnership, it's unlikely to match the theory and the thesis of OnPassive, which is business slash AI slash lifestyle slash innovative products with heart. That's the bottom line. So if we don't have that connection, we're just having the wrong drivers or pilots. We don't know where we're going to end up, right? It might be the wrong people. So you want to have the right people that you touch their heart. That's why we're building our culture as we go. We're building that bond and unity as we go. And it's just after that it's been done, under that tent, if you wish, it's covered, all right, with that wrapper, and it's been perfected. You just remove the seal and voila, done. Versus most companies, they get excited. Okay, this will cost us $3. We're going to sell the heck out of it. Okay, we're going to sell it for $85. I don't know why. Okay, and man, we cannot wait. Look, we got like 300 orders, and man, and this person is promising to order 85 of them by himself, and all of that. They cannot sleep. They go open. And you wonder why they break their neck on the day of launch. They're not prepared. Lack of preparation is a disaster. So a company like OnPassive is prepared with their human power, with leadership. The heart is there. The character is there. Integrity is there. Experience is there. The knowledge is there. Buildings are there. Equipments are there. Genius, disruptive, totally disruptive ideas and inventions are there. Data center, hosting, domains, every imaginable product in one place, especially the digital ecosystem at first. Fun, beautiful people who are from every corner of this beautiful planet. I don't know if you put all this together, what else do you expect other than greatness and massive, massive success? We are made of the right stuff. We are made of gold as collectiveness. That's why I say we. And nothing we will harvest except or other than greatness. One website a week, done. We were just talking about that in July. Never failed. Seamless. 2 weeks later, 2 websites a week, Monday and Thursday. Couple of weeks later, 3. And that's it. That's just one thing. It was less than a month ago when I looked at the OnPassive or the OFounders platform and I said, ugly, gotta go. Less than a month ago. I spoke with some elites and managers. I said, well, everybody's occupied with their task and all of that. There's always room for a cup of coffee. You know that professor story who literally brought a pot of coffee and said, and had so many materials on the table and said, what can we fit into this pot? They looked and they saw the tennis balls. They said, maybe 4 or 5 of those. Yeah, they put them in there. They said, that's it? Is it full? Yeah, it's full. I said, what about these golf balls? Can we fit a couple of those? Yeah, same pot of coffee. What about these ping pong? Can we fit in a couple of those? Pebbles. And every time he asked, and they say, no, it's full. It's maxed out. And it's not maxed out. We can fit. Pebbles. Is it done? They said, what else? Like it's all jammed up. What about some sand? Now it's completely maxed. And he looked at them and said, can you fit anything else? They said, now it's impossible. And he had his cup of coffee there. He poured it in the pot. And he said, you can always have room for a cup of coffee. So we squeezed it, and we can have always that little extra, no matter what you tell me, max out. So they're just working a couple of hours a day extra. All right, you're not working 24/7. Okay, so just take parts, and we're doing it as we go without impacting other projects. So delivery is intact. Gotta love it. So this is not something that we planned to do. We squeezed it without impacting, without like having a dedicated team, without stopping, without delaying, without pausing. It's another beautiful practice that we just acquired. Okay, the next 90 days, tentatively by November. You can take the news however you want. Unless I say it, okay, any interpretation is useless. So thank you for your opinion or judgment. However, I am not saying whatever assumption you have. What I say, I'm responsible for it within tentatively, okay, within the next 90 days, we're going to max out that building in Hyderabad. I'm talking about reaching the 1,000, 1,000, okay? Selective human resources. And we're leaving December as cushion, like a like just a little bit of breather, okay, to ensure that no longer than the end of the year, coming January 2023, we're looking at a new complete building. Now, as of today, we don't need 1,000 and a new building just in one country, which is India. preparation. We can see where this is going. Yes, we will be in need for thousands upon thousands of people. That's where we are today. Is this a startup? Before we even open doors to the public, we're talking about hundreds and soon thousands of employees. That means, okay, it's not a small company, it's not a startup, it's a giant being born. Within the next 90 days, we will be not open, not licensed. We will be operating from another 4 countries. You know India. So some are already there and functioning, but I'm giving you, just summing them up as one package. Within 90 days, 4 more, that means 5 regional operations. This company seems to be a pro. Okay. What about the regions and why are you opening so many regions and expanding and all of that? We don't need that. Even some of the managers, we don't need that. Why are we taking the highest package? Why are we the fastest? Why? Okay. No one ever failed from being over-prepared. No one ever failed or had to close business because they were over-prepared. Especially if the outcome is not focused on that dollar amount or the effort or the time. It's focused on providing the highest value. We see day and night, businesses, organizations, they are flushed down. They're dropping and falling like flies due to lack of preparation, being under-prepared in many ways, financially, human resources. They don't have the experts. They have just 1-2 guys that are ambitious, okay, and they think they're going to make a revolution secretly from their garage. And you also have seen it, like technology, equipment, servers, hosting, all of that. That's a very common one. And you've seen the merchant, the compliance, this, that, okay? Company that is licensed in many locations, that is not going to mess up with anything unless you have a backup. Plan B, C, 4, 5. Is how you do business, all right? There are just a couple of places in my life I wished like I would go and literally either stay there or interact with them somehow. I want to learn. I like how they run business. But I can see the day that so many of the future generations would wish to spend a day in Burj Khalifa or in the United States or India or Europe, in the many locations, to learn how business is done, how great business is done. Before you have the knowledge, before you have the experience, you've got to have the heart. We all have it, but we don't do it right. So 4 new places are being prepared without even you sniffing a breath or a tiny dust or smoke. That means there are so many people who are working. This doesn't happen like we don't wake up, hey, somebody would hand you the key. Look at this beautiful building, and you got 50 people. They are masters, they are, professionals, they're experts, some PhDs and all of that. Go enjoy. And it's all paid for, don't worry. And your copy is right there on the table. You're not going to find that. This happens with people who don't sleep, with people who don't save their families, they sacrifice around the clock, people who travel, people who have bad days, so many, bad meetings, bad nights. It takes a sacrifice. And what are you doing with that? The least you should clap for the people you don't even know. And you should say thank you and have a good gratitude. There are people who literally work on your future more than you are, no matter how much you're working. I don't know if you're going to find it shocking. Not everything we do, we nail it the first time. I don't know if this is going to surprise you, by the way. Sometimes our eyes are taken out for us to get something done. Do we ever quit? I don't have that as an option. Even death is before it. You understand what it means? It's that crazy. So we're not backing off, and we're proud of the character and the integrity we have to make sure we deliver. We don't tell you all the news because it will blow your mind, either good or bad. Intentionally, your tolerance and your endurance, in a way, uh, is not trained. Okay, we have been gradually going through tough times and hard, and every day is harder than the day before. We're ascending so hard, so high, so fast. And the higher you go, the more risky, the more difficult, the more eyes can see you, you're noticeable. So I don't want to include you with that because it really will just probably frustrate you. And not everybody's going to tolerate, because it's not like you're not good, but you probably haven't been trained. A few of us, yeah, maybe. You have to come from a background that you've really been equipped to have that thick skin. So when I say 4 locations, we're just going to like go live stream from there, are being done. And that's in hand. That's initially, that's 90 days. That's nothing. We're going to put it this way. Okay. If every product we have, talking about the products now, we're going to launch it in 1 month. We're going to say, just like, the website, we're going to train it. What's being worked on and finalized, the one that are finished and the one that will be finished within weeks or a couple of months, all right? If we do so, that means we will complete this rollout by 2025. That's how many people. So there are obviously some products that are not listed on the website. They're probably, if you go to the product page, there are 26, I believe. Okay, there are a few that actually are more disruptive and within months. Okay, some of them are done. Okay, being just integrated and finalized. To be added. So if you're talking about 36 months or so, that's 3 years. We're going into 2025. Okay, meaning we will have to roll out more than one a month. It just, by that time, it will be another 36 clearly. And by the time those 36 will have a whole new level of impact and disruptive value. So this is the story of our products. Okay, everything is intact. Okay, we were in a position. We are trying to figure out the rollout. It just like which one do we bring out up first and second, and how much, and this and that. Okay, this is one thing that is being finalized. So we're not at a position which direction. Now we have the direction, okay? Just being finalized, all right? The second thing is we have to start with different money processing solutions, okay? Inbound, outbound, a couple each direction, okay? Not gonna have one option each way. Multiple options, you got multiple countries, different ways. So inbound, I believe is covered, okay, more than one option. Outbound, you got some, and some are, you know, it's probably, I don't know how you take it, but I think you're sharp enough to judge. Okay, some of the processors, our volume is greater than their capacity, so we disqualified them. So they're like this little Fiat. Corinne, what do you call that Italian car? Fiat? The little tiny one? Okay.
Yes, Fiat.
And we are a truckload or Airbus 380, A380. We're trying to put it on top of that Fiat. Not gonna work, gonna break. See, gotta know your size and your power. So that's why we want to make sure somebody can handle some of our volume. So once that all perfected, I have a feeling if we're not equipped for the volume, for the eruption, okay, eruption, if we're not equipped for that, it will be a disaster. Possibly, again, it's a probability. It's not a possibility. It's those who know physics and math, meaning it's a 50-50, all right? That it can go viral. Looking at the products we have, looking at the approach, remember that human character we have that will be seen and witnessed for the first time? Anti-corruption, fairness, AI from the inception. It seems like people are hungry and thirsty, striving for some good news. When it comes to wars, might be something like, oh, okay, it's occupying the journalists and the media, okay. Yeah, they're making a living, it's busy, there's so much news. But if you're in that region or country, I don't think it's a good news for you. "79% of the Yemeni population right now, we have thousands of them with us in Ampasad. They're below the poverty line, 79%. So you think it's bad in America, like 4 or 5% unemployment? That's a honeymoon, because that means they're 94 or 95 that are employed, are making a living. But close to 80% of the population are below poverty, like less than $2 a day, I believe. 65% of them are extremely poor. Extremely poor. Now, if you're thinking that government or that leader or that speaker or author or rapper or singer or whoever influencer is going to create a solution for them, God bless your heart. I only can hope a real, genuine change that come from Ampasad. Education, planet, climate. Now we're beyond, I hope we're here together beyond the notion of it is a myth, it's a hoax, it's this and that. Okay, let's put that all aside. Okay, just like it's not an opinion. Let's talk here, and we have the numbers, and we have the statistics, we have all the evidences where we are today. We're not in a good shape. We're not headed in a good shape unless that some drastic change is ahead of that fall or dip we're about to take. With that good news, with that beacon of hope for humanity on every avenue. So it's a beautiful thing. I want you to really close your eyes. You don't have to do it now, but like between you and yourself, see, is it really that I'm a part of something revolutionary that will impact humanity, not only today, but for generations to come? And if you know a little bit about me, my name is Ash. I'm your friend. You can count on me, okay? Okay? Just like the Marine, you understand, okay? You can count on me. Yes, we're the only positive impact. So if you have that trust and follow, as well as everybody, we're perfectly fine. I don't know if you heard, but the story was shocking. Okay, there's an Afghani boy that who goes to a Marine base to sell kebab before the transformation that just happened last year in there, and the Taliban taken over. So he used to go there, but one day he's like coming beaten up and all of that, so they bullied him. So he's going to the base, to the Marine, okay, instead of going to his parents or home or to complain to them because not expecting anything. He feels safer and he feels protected and he trusts that they will not judge him. So he goes and complains to them. So that means if they trust you, they will come to you. Sometimes it's a little far different example, but if you're not really wired you're not going to get the principle is the same. So if they trust us, who are they? The global population, society. They will come to us. You understand? And you can trust us. We are building it cleanly and ethically, and we will not ever, 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 ever harm anyone. Anybody is unhappy, uncomfortable, we wish them the best. The door is open anytime. No risk. We're just doing it from the heart. We're more motivated and driven by a positive impact that we can leave in the honor of our names over how much money we left. We're blessed to have you. Very simple. I'm going to give you an example. I had to call somebody out. Is that okay? Put your hand out if it's okay. You don't mind. All right, Susie. What's a good number you would like to have, like right now, in your bank account?
What's a good number?
You just command it, whichever number you would like to have right now, instantly. Wired to
$22
you.
million.
Beautiful number. Okay, $22 million will be in your bank in a minute, or I would say you would have to make a choice. We can do that, or you would have to give out your eyes, or God forbid, your parents.
Never.
Your family.
Never.
Your passive family. You see? So there are more things far more valuable than just the figure in them. There's no amount you put it in the bank that you would drive me away from the concept of Vipassana. No amount. No zeros on the planet enough to tell me you need to stop this, just take all of it. I don't need more than I have. Thank God. Okay. So whatever that, it is useless. If you don't need it, it is useless. It's like so many zeros on the left side of that figure. Doesn't add up. All right, I'm going to do the recap for you within 2 minutes, okay? Number one. All right. New website is already happening, which is OFounders, talking about new back office. Okay? Going to improve ONet/ONetwork for now. That we all tune into it. It is better as of now, but it will only get better. All right. There are a couple of AI features we're going to enable. They are in ONet. We're going to enable for a tester in ONetwork. Okay. In the coming week or so. Okay. For the first time. And again, not AI to sell you. It's not Facebook AI. Forgive me. Okay. It's AI to better and improve our connection that you can trust. So that's one thing. Back office, also within the next week, you're going to see the calendar and the schedule is being added, and it's going to be right also where you see the sideline now within the ONetwork on the right side. We're going to also have the calendar there, and it's going to pop. So you're going to see either green or red or whatever the colors are. Okay, you're going to see that if it's past, if it's from the past, you're going to click there. It will take you to the recorded webinars. All right, obviously it occurred or event. Okay, and if it's upcoming, if it's a future time, you're going to see it will take you to the date or the upcoming webinars or whatever. It's a pop-up within the same page with the details of that event, whether it's in California, August 15th, whether it's in the UK, Ireland on November, whether it's in America, and it doesn't matter. Okay, so you will find it there. I want every one of you to give me an exclusive thank you, if you could. Also clap for Lynn Nakamoto, who is an incredible leader, one of the finest leaders we have. We're so fortunate to have her. And she's reliable, she's ethical, she stepped up so much. Never hear anything like self-serving. So we are giving her more access where anything you see she is posting, that is being communicated, and she's so we want to give her the support along with the leaders. But I believe this is somebody we cannot it's a shame not to recognize or give the sufficient perspective or credit in a way and respect to her. So Lynn, we all thank you on behalf of the entire family here and those who will watch this maybe. It's an honor to have you. We love you, and I think all of us count on you and your help. It doesn't mean good news for you. It's more work, but I don't see you say no to work. You're willing to pay the price as well. So perhaps more and more leaders across the globe, my ultimate happiness is to take you from a materialistic situation where you are today, from A to B. But that's only a one step in the overall transformation in the character, the morality, the knowledge, the experience, and the personal evolution over just like that materialistic, because it will be a hollow. It'll be just a lot of fame, but without any substance. I want you to really help me fulfill that dream. Okay, if I'm not seeing that impact, we are not as fulfilled. In fact, obviously it's negative, but I don't want to, announce negative impacts. Let's just focus on the positivity. It will really please me. So if you're willing to, you count on us, but it takes two. You've got to want it and be clear on where you want to go. It's got to be clean too, and you can count on us. We're here to give you that honest hand and walk with you the way to get where you want to go. Nothing will please me more than that transformation. And you don't even have to give me appraisal or pay me or yeah, of course, a thank you just to confirm, like you send a payment to somebody and like, okay, I got it. No, okay. It's not about poem or just a whole article of appraise. No, I'm just say thank you, got it. That's it. Okay. So if you see that transformation, to say thank you, not to me personally, whoever is doing that, whether it's on-passive, whether it's your leader with an on-passive, if somebody is like Clint giving you that value that is helping you in the direction, you say thank you, Lynn. We got it. It's happening. You keep doing what you're doing, or you get the message. Or how do you know you're on the right track? Or if your message or impact has been perceived. So please say, be kind and mindful and say thank you to anyone. It's not me, I would love to be the little guy and turn the little guy into a big shark, if you wish. Traditionally, I don't know if you know the terms, but I would love to be the little humble guy, the bridge. And you tell me, I'm good. Don't need you. I'm thriving, soaring. That is a beautiful thing. Not going to put me down. Back to the recap. So new website happening by next week will be complete. You're going to love it, or we will remake it, okay, from scratch. All right. You know, we can make them fast. You're going to see some changes, okay, constantly. Get used to it. Multiple region needed? Yes. Essential. Are we over equipped as of now? Yes. Okay. There's something called Bob here. I think I saw Oliver as well. Okay. You know, oh, Mike also. Okay. Concurrency, right? The number of concurrency right now. So we know how many people are at the most, the max are going to the website or any page right now. That's easy. We have the statistics. Every page, every link. Okay. So times million is my request. Whatever that number, okay? So this is insane. They understand technology is not cheap. To be equipped to get to be over like 1 million steps ahead of your growth. Now you wonder why I get ahead of myself sometimes. So it is essential. Now here's the thing. Once we finalize it, called multi-region environment, and it's a super hybrid environment. So basically it goes to our first data center, the initial one. Some products are exclusively on the data center because they're scalable. You might not see it now because I will tell you what they are. Okay, to be specific, how do we offer unlimited Connect? How do you offer unlimited, more valuable, more scalable mail? Gotta have your own data center. Because if you're relying on a host, you're just gonna work for them. So that's where our investment is needed as a company for the data center. So those are a must. There's something called, development environment, and there's production environment, and there's testing and all of that. They know QA, but I like to call it quality control over quality assurance. Okay. So all of those pieces are not necessarily visible to you, okay, but they got to be on the data center. The extra influx goes to multi-region hosting, okay? And why multi-regions? Like, why don't you have them all so we have in Virginia, we have in London, we have in Spain, we have in Germany, we have, I can tell you, different farms or, hosting data centers, okay? Across the continents, everywhere. It is necessary. So when somebody is in Algeria, going to their website, instead of them having to connect to a far east, like let's say India or the Philippines, Italy is across the pond. So they will pick it up from Egypt. So it's better from that. So it picks up the signal. So it's for speed and for redundancy. So you're not all sucking bandwidth from the same place. They understand. Techie people understand that. So it is good to have that. So once we finalize this, today, tomorrow, anytime, we'll give you the thumbs up. This is finalized, which is an architect work, okay? When we're done, confirmed all those regions that we have so far, enough, we only will be adding seamlessly. You're not going to see fluctuations on the website because the architect is done. So this is more essential and complex than the addition. Just, we call it adding slaves, okay? So it's like adding servers, adding, more hosts and all of that. So now, will the website go down? So we have power backups, we have internet connection backups, we have hosting, local data centers, virtual data centers. We own physical data centers, and we have also multi-regions. How many companies you have seen? The companies. Okay, don't cuss at me now. Okay, Obamacare. Okay, for example, do you remember the disaster with that? The website with that? Okay, anyone knows that there is a new launch on the 29th, I think, of August in NASA here, Florida. For the first time, it's gone beyond. It's a massive rocket going beyond the moon. And I think in 2024, 25, the first Black woman will be on that. So there will be, again, people put back on the moon. It's a beautiful project. They opened on the 2nd, the day before yesterday, to buy tickets. Of course, we were crazy about that. That's we wanted to go there. There are different levels of tickets. The minute they open the website, it puts you in a queue, NASA, Kennedy Space Center. So how many times you've seen? I've seen it every day. Website doesn't take the heat of growth. What a shame, lame excuse. You're like really promoting and putting on TV and investing massive marketing budget, and also the project itself, okay? It's a good thing. But it didn't occur to you. You might have a little bit extra volume that day. That's insane. So that's why we're ahead of the game. So they advise you because based on what they see. I'm talking about data science and cloud architect, engineer, all that. I have no clue what they know, okay? They know so much technology, right? But I just use my little common sense. They're giving me the advice, of course, their job and their duty to save money and you know to give the perspective accurately. But I'm again overspending to be sure that is not going to be any of our excuses. Same thing about our finances, about our staff, not to be under prepared, all of that. All right. It's all your fault, Susie. You keep taking me back from that recap. So the recap, one new website, okay, about to happen twice a week, 3 times a week, eventually one day, once a day. Okay? No matter how rainy it is, how hot, how cold, doesn't matter. You're tired, you're sleepy, doesn't matter. Like a clockwork, it will happen for you. All right? And those are the websites. They're the gateway to the unpassive market. Got to go through the founders links. How many websites? If you have 1 million, if you have 100, you have hundreds of millions, billions. Never seen a company provide that. Never. How could you not succeed? Boy, oh boy, did we nail it. Academy will shake up the earth. I have crazy idea. I'm going to show you. I'm going to create my own school, okay? And I'm going to replicate that across the globe. Just an idea. All right? I'm going to show you how like kids even at a young age will have like an astronaut brain, and how we will be on the right track humanly. All right? You don't have to do it. You don't have to pay money. Just watch. Oh, bless. First ever poverty crusher solution that will get things done. The cost is on the company, not on the people who are in need, the recipient of the blessing, unlike what's happening right now. First, genuine financial solution. And always remember, we're not charity. We're going to give the skill, the opportunity to the population. There are some people that really need help. There's no possible way. It's just cut it off. But that number is almost invisible. The rest can contribute. You just give them the opportunity. Don't judge them by their physicality or impaired or tall or retired or their past. Who cares? Anyone perfect here? Unless we make it perfect. We're all perfect, including those imperfect. We think they're not perfect. We're all perfect. I don't know if you know if whether you're atheist or believer or not, but there's enough evidences there is a creator for this massive universe. And to me, whether you believe or not, God does not create ugly or junk people. No matter who you are, you're beautiful, you're worthy, and you're incredible. You are the world to somebody. Don't take me wrong. There are few I wish to make an exception for, but that's just a side talk, okay? Okay. But in all seriousness, we are all perfect in a way. It's just a mindset. Oh, look at that dent in his eye or cheek or whatever. That's what makes him. And we need him. And he is that way. That means he's perfect. Can you imagine if we give you the key of the globe or this planet and you start fixing people around? So leave it to the perfect creator. He's making it. He created us equally perfect. Can you imagine your nose in the bag like a muffler? He did it perfect. You smell your own crap. That's funny. I don't want to go there. Okay. So it couldn't be any better. And it's all residual. It's like we take it for granted. Like you don't have to stop and say, oh, I got a heartbeat to do. I'm behind 5. Oh, I'll come back in 5 minutes. We're not going to get anything done. It's residual. It's happening. It's automatic. Your breath, your heartbeat. I just asked Susie, $22 million are her eyes. We all got eyes, or whether they work or not. If you don't have eyes, you have ears. If you don't have ears, if you have something. You have a limb. You have something. As long as you're breathing, you're alive. Okay, where did we go with this? Okay, wow. Didn't expect that. But website is happening. I think also the multi-region is just about to be green light. Once we do that, you will be adding them without you noticing, seamless in the background. We don't need to camp on it. Okay, and what else? The 90 days project of launching 4 more locations, operational buildings, offices for OnPassive in different countries other than India. So if we add the potential one, like another 2 months down the road, like in the beginning, first quarter of 2023 in India, okay, regardless of which state it is, that's another 5. So 6 and so forth. This will continue. Follow me? So just a reminder, if you think your day is not as busy, it's not for us. That doesn't happen in a blink. Okay. Also, the processors, that's another project. Once confirmed, and we have enough redundancy is scalability. Okay, we'll turn on the switch. All right. Business model being fine-tuned, perfected. Pay structure, I'll talk about that in a minute, if you allow me. Products are in perfect shape. We've never been on time, on target like now when it comes to delivery. So thanks to our teams, our managers are really, really taking this for granted. I'm sorry, taking it for like responsibly, like they're taking it from the heart. Anyway, while I was just watching this before we come, I don't know if I can share with you. So I'm gonna explain it after you see, but to give you the perspective what goes around. And oh boy, do I love this fun. Okay, let me go. You see my screen?
Not right now.
It just splashed and it went off. Sorry.
Not this one, right?
Now see it.
All right. Oh, it went on and then went off, Ash.
Okay.
I'm still laughing about the nose in the back of the head.
God created us perfect. Yeah. Can you imagine if we start engineering?
Sniffing people behind you.
There would be a mess.
like a muffler.
Like a muffler. Ash, that was priceless. I Oh God. Like a muffler, huh, Marty?
Actually, dual exhaust.
Okay. This is not
It
what I'm
comes-
trying to show. What the back office, that's not what I'm trying to share with you, okay? The reason, you know, I want to blink it, why? Because just understand that it's a seamless process. As you go to your back office, it will be a different URL, okay? Might not even be on passive.com. And you go there in the coming weeks, and then as a founder, you would have founders. You click, you take you to the back office, which obviously have to be we're
A
gonna
founder.
trim
Yeah.
it. Okay, we're gonna no, I mean there's some stuff are irrelevant, you know, for example, like the invitees and downloads, ebook, all of that, they're outdated, not necessary, because we're beyond that. And so or mail or all the products, obviously they're going to move to the O dashboard. O dashboard is the OnPassive dashboard, regardless of what the name is. Okay, we can call it anything. And then you go there. Obviously, there are free products. Remember, if they trust you, if they like that, they will come. Okay. That is going to be the hook for the millions. All right. In a good way. It's not like a trap. Okay. We're providing them value so they can come and test and sample our technology. You go to Costco or Sam's Club or any market near you. Oh, I'm talking to a global crowd. Okay. So you go to a place, I don't know if they do. I don't think it's a good idea in India, but you go to a supermarket where you sample food. And obviously, I've never seen so what do you take? A bite, okay, or two? Like I don't know, a ravioli or one bite, right? But somehow you walk away with a cart $200-300 every time. So come take a sample. It's on us. We're paying for that. Just like the hot dog, or do you know chicken or a hot dog in Costco? It's a story, by the way. That's very inspiring. It's a very intelligent business model. The hot dog, the kosher hot dog, is like, I don't know, it's a foot long, unlimited topping, all of that. It's like a $1.99, $2, $2, right? They don't make money in that. Staff, operation, all of that, they don't profit as much, or very little. But it's a way to get you to the place. Chicken, $5. It never goes up, no matter what inflation we have. It never goes up, $5-6. Whole roasted chicken, ready to go. So people are like, oh man, it's easy. I'm gonna have a hot dog, $2, nothing. Okay, I'll eat it. You're gonna check your card to walk into the store. I'm sorry for those who don't know what I'm talking about, if it's irrelevant, but at least 20% of you, the rest can take a walk. Okay. But you just grab a cart, which is not a small size, it's a Costco size. Okay. It's no matter what you throw in it, even if a big paper towel roll or something, 2 cases of water, you will pay $200-300 at least. You think, aha, you got them with that hot dog. No, okay, or that chicken, roasted chicken. Okay, so the idea is we want to give enough value for people to sample, to taste it. You like the analogy, and then they will shop. They will walk away with something they need. It's convenient. One place is overvalued over the market value. It is first time with technology, first time with heart, first time to their favor, first time with empathy, fair. Of course, a new concept, the only good news, lots of hope, so many good stories, major impact on it. Yeah, where to be? So do you see how it's all done in my mind? Even if it's not connecting to you, we will have time to tell the story. Like we build inside and then we unwrap it, okay? So that's my logic. I'm not like blabbing and then we just go and crash and break our neck like most companies. We don't want to do that. We want to gradually build it, perfect it, and then you unwrap it. And you can talk about it and you get celebrities and stars and dancer and they will talk about it. They will do all the talking and the good talent they have. What I was going to share with you actually something different. Oh, some videos. Okay. Let's watch them one by one. I don't know if they're going to work, but. Or maybe I should include the. So just I'm not going to go through all those videos, but I have 40 or 50 of these.
If you here home is like nothing but if you click our home page, automatically your business grade will increase. Like that it is showing. And
I don't know if it is good or not, but what does it take to black? Black. After login or registration, that logo is there. One menu button is like after 1 second, 1 2 3.
When that comes, because you said one by one.
One setting option is there.
cursor on that, automatically it will convert it to profile that you are going to open it. Automatically it will navigating to grade will increase. Like that it is showing. And
We only want one menu, which is non-passive. So menu is displayed like this. Then we will be having this kind of shape. So we'll be having symbols in this. The menu symbols. Icons. Whenever we click on the symbol, the respect mouse over. When we click on that, it will take
Then this comes.
all comes. This all. This
Mouse
only
over,
this
you can see.
this will come. When we hover onto this icon, then if we want to navigate to that path,
In the web page, there'll be a menu with again tiles or the circles, whatever it is, which one looks very good, beautification. So with the mouse over, this entire thing will open. I mean, not this one. So with the mouse over, this entire menu will open with whatever animation. And when we move out, it will get stopped.
Anyone got what we're talking about? I don't want to spend 2 or 3 hours watching this with you.
Is it brainstorming?
I'm sorry?
Brainstorming.
Good way to do it. Yeah. Wow. Are you in Hyderabad now?
I wish I was.
It's more of a contest. Okay. And the contest is about inventing a new menu. All websites for the last 20 years or so, you've been looking at them, the menus on the left, okay, some on the bar at the top, right? Same way, it's a button tap, you click, right? And it opens pages. A while ago, I looked at that, I said, man, it's getting old, boring, okay? And I wanted, so I spoke with the leaders and I said, listen, everything you've seen so far, we've seen the styles. No matter which style you do, it's been done before. It's boring, it's lame, it's not unpassive. I want a unique, brand new DNA or disruptive menu. I want to revolutionize the menu design concept. And every day for the next weeks, okay, we have some stages. Okay, when you get the idea, we get the managers, the committee, myself, and we start watching. You present it to us. Some they have it in a whiteboard, some on papers, some on they just talk it verbally, and some they actually have the sketch, the design, like you saw one of our team members. She literally had it like hovering and animated. Okay, all of that. Okay, so we have 40, 50 so far. Okay, and the winner. The top 3 would have, obviously, you don't have one option, you want to have 3 options, A, B, C. They win a prize, cash prize. I don't know if you saw, they were passionate, they were into it before we announced the cash prize. So can you imagine the next set I will show you? I don't think anyone was completely uninterested in a way. It will just add a appreciation, a thank you for the time, for the effort. This is not a must. This is if you see that you have a crazy, disruptive idea, we are the land of crazy. Want to be normal. And that is just a menu. So I want you now to magnify this on everything we do. Why do I have to make a crazy, new, disruptive, innovative menu style? Is it going to add money? Is it going to cost money? Never thought about that. I just would enjoy myself the utilization of a fresh technology. Remember the trust factor? If I trust to have this, and it's good. If I trust to eat here, okay, if this is my food, what I cook in my restaurant for people, okay, it's why they say like home, because you trust home. You know it. It's custom. We're the home, okay? We want them to, it might not add a lot of money, but they're going to trust it and they're going to see a unique value. If you build it, they will come. I don't think 3 or 30. So I just wanted to, so we have a contest. If you are a genius designer and you have a crazy disruptive idea to revolutionize nothing we've seen before, it has to be something that, so if I can reference it, it looks like, dump it before I see it. Got to be completely radical invention. Okay, I thought I'm going to be here until 5. It is 5:16 my time, and I didn't plan to be here until 5. Okay, I thought estimate. Okay, so I want to thank you for your time. I believe it is time now to regroup our, especially having the new calendar and the new structure in the back office. Okay, and social media is unnecessary. Okay, if you're targeting, if you're using social media for your founders on passive business, I think I have to be convinced that there is a clean motive for that. I'm so sorry for the past. Past is past, okay? But moving forward, having our own community, okay, having our own network, you have access. You have a state-of-the-art, much better, much cleaner, and more ethical than any of those outdated platforms. And we have our own webinars, and we have that. Now, going to YouTube, you have your own videos. That's a genius thing to do. Because if I am a customer, obviously I cannot become a founder now. I want to register. Okay, the next best option is to become a customer, and I'm passive. What am I going to do? I'm going to look for passive. I'm going to start surfing. People used to Google, now they YouTube. Okay, I'm going to go to the new search engine, which is YouTube. I'm going to start searching. If somebody speaks Hindi, Germany, or Hmong or one of those languages, or Vietnamese, and if I find somebody there, that's the only language I can understand. So if you speak a language, it's good for you to put content on your business with an OnPassive. Always leave your link there, okay? And you can always add in the description. So, but if I find you, I'm gonna know. So let's play a game, okay? All of us here, if anyone wanna talk, open your mic and let's name collectively. If I am new, I have no idea about OnPassive, but now I see it on the billboards of Dubai and India, Pune and Japan and Europe. I see it everywhere. I see this OnPassive and I see this new email. I want to go and get it. Okay, new email, revolutionary, or a new ONET, or a new OConnect. I want to put my hands on it. What do? I search. Because you got to come through a link. That link, nobody owns it but the founding members. Okay, where do I go? Start YouTubing. If you write, that's fine. Okay, if you have blogs and all that, but I don't know people. They want to watch. They don't want to read. They want somebody to do the reading for them. They just want to sit and be entertained and convinced. Okay, so if they like you, if they trust you, they will follow you. If you have no content there, okay, you probably have comments there. You see that you're knowledgeable, positive. I see, hey, but I see your country, I see your city, I see your name. I will resonate with you somehow. So if I go and now start looking at, I come like in 2 months or something, I'm looking for something and I'm passive in the future. What chances am I going to get registered with even some of the major names that you know that they are there, unless like, you know, but they're not active, they have no presence. I'm not going to see them. Even if somebody has some presence at some time, but I don't see fresh, I don't see their excitement, their enthusiasm about the concept. They talk about it like they're just, either they have to or they're faking it. When I smile, I'm holding my tongue. Okay, so sorry, but it's like a fake orgasm. That's just nothing worse than that. Okay, you don't want to do it, but I just don't like when people. If you're not genuine, you're not convinced. You don't have to do it just for popularity. Okay, if you do it from the heart, if this is what you believe in, it will show. People are gonna know. Okay. Now, the chances that I am going to see Mike Ellis, Dr. Bill, Julie, Marty DeGarmo, Gersminder, okay, or anybody who explains and is active, Chris, all of that, the chances, and everybody's talking. Peter doesn't have video of his own unless they're like, you know, for the founders in Arabic or participation. But I hear everybody's talking. Peter Sarur, okay, he has the recap. Looks like he's reliable for something. Then you see, so it's, if you leave your contact somewhere, people are going to be looking for you, hunting for you. Listen, people are going to look for you because I want to join my heritage. Okay, I'm not saying about me. I'm saying mostly people. I want to join somebody same color. Don't take it. It just happened. I'm not inventing that. Okay, people are just gonna align more with their breed somehow. Okay, or nationality or background and all that. Or she talks like, you know, she went through what I had or some. So it's a good thing, which gives us a vacuum or an opportunity for everyone. Because somebody out there gonna like you or connect with you if you have any presence showing up, because we're doing the work. They're not looking for you for what you built and all of that. It's just because you are a founder of Unpassive, they're looking for it. We're doing it. We built it. Okay. We're making the people look for you, but if you don't show up, every day at 6 o'clock, 6 a.m., the president of any country is going to say, everybody's going to get this amount of money deposited, but you have to be present or show up. Some will commit for a while and some not even going to be available, even if it's a giveaway. If you have any presence, you have a chance, because it's literally we're giving that opportunity to you. Got to show up, be present. Watch webinars, watch videos, talk, text, type, do something. One good thing every day to your business. Can I tell you something? Even if you're completely invisible, okay? You don't have to look good. You don't have to have, we have no idea how you look like. I personally ask you, if you know how to make a prayer, meditate if you wish. For our safety, for our progress, for our well-being, collectively, please do it. Can you say thank you, Angie or Janet, for doing a good job? Joyce or tech people, Sherry, or all of you, can you say thank you? I loved your idea. Oh, you know, that was a good effort. That was a good, you taught me that new analogy. Jane Redfern, you inspire me by supporting your spouse and being a good example so we can all get along and push in the same direction and take it a business for like a family business, not like against each other. So that's the model. So everybody got something, okay? And when you are consistent, you're going to be recognized. Lynn Nakamoto, she didn't come. Hello, I'm passive, knock, knock, knock. I'm a leader. Not a leader. It's not given, it's earned. Show up, be persistent, be genuine, you will be recognized. Any two of us disagree that Marty DeGarmo is, as he says, he's the love seat of Impassive. If you disagree with me, I'm not your friend. So you put the effort. Did he knock and say, hey, 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 love me? You do the work and shine. You will be recognized. Whether you are visible, invisible. Bill Must. Anyone disagree that he's a legend? John White. If you disagree that John White is somebody we all would love to look at the age of he is, 29, okay. You are very ambitious, okay? So we love you, brother, or all of you, and keep shining, doing great. So be somebody, anything. Okay, so John White doesn't go on YouTube and he starts recording, but we all know him. Bill Must never doesn't talk, doesn't turn on the camera, but he got something so powerful. Congratulations on your fellowship. Well earned. So if I come in the future, I'm looking for somebody to join and bond with and give the guidance. People want to be guided. Remember that Four Seasons example? How may I help you? Starts with that. So if you're there ahead of the crowd and you tell them, I'm a leader, I'm going to guide you, how can I help you? They're going to look for you. They're going to look. If they see somebody who's unlikable, rude, or no presence, no whatsoever, people are going to avoid you. Negative, scary, skeptical, doubtful, iguana, panda. They're not gonna trust you. You're confused. You need help. So be clear, be bold. We have the greatest business model, the ultimate revolutionary business ever existed. Whether you know it yet or just open heart and mind and learn and connect, get wired. We wouldn't be here if we don't have something above average. You follow me? Now, we're going to transition to a new stage. It's not like I'm laying down, company show me, twist, flex your muscles, impress me. You should be impressed by now. Got to step up. All right, step up. Let's all support the leaders who are volunteering, who are sacrificing family time. Sometimes they get some heat, but they're bold enough to just ignore the ignorant. Okay. And we are about to really, really make the greatest, most positive impact ever on the planet. Why? We just decided. All right. And we're having fun with it. It's important. Nothing but love from Unpassive, nothing but value, nothing but positivity and hope. All right. And I promised you I'm going to talk about the pay structure, which hurts, okay? Because I see the attention span goes up when I talk about that. I completely get it. I understand, but I don't want you to undermine the way to the bank, okay? It's just, let's have fun while walking to the bank. You're all going to the bank in one way or another, whether you are talking about cash, you're talking about value, evolution, growth, knowledge, all of that incredible. You're banking, you're evolving in one way or another. Hey, just being our friend is a privilege, not me, our friend. I was careful, don't say narcissist. Okay. So we are really going to provide value. Just show up, come to us. All right. Not going to discriminate or in a way judge anyone, really. Okay. One of the things, we don't bully, we don't laugh at anybody, we don't underestimate them. Everybody's valuable, whether you're with us or not. Okay. We're going to come to you. If you don't come, we're going to help you. If you're the opposite, if you don't look like us, great. We want you more than us, because if you're like us, it's boring, okay? And who are more of us, okay? So we want you to be different. We want you to be who you are, as long as you're clean, okay? You're a good person. You're, okay, the character. I'm not talking about some psychos, okay? So pay structure. Now, I don't want to call it, but you can use it as a punchline. CEO asks leaders. I'm not enforcing the word CEO, but I'm just saying a punchline. I was selective about that. So who do I pick? Raise your hand if you want to be asked. Okay, Ash is asking if you wish. You've asked me before, so Engineer Mike, what is the characteristic, okay, major essential observation of our pay structure and Unpassive? And if this is not something you wanted to be asked, you can pass it to Peter or somebody else.
That it depends. To me, when I see our pay structure or what I think about our pay structure, it really depends on the availability or capability of every member from what you've been explaining to us. The first thing is that we have packages, and based on that packages or based on what you can afford for, that will be the amount you will get your package for. So for instance, if we put money value there, if there is a package of $5 or $50, and for instance, you have somebody that comes under you in your team that activates the package of $500, which can be the highest. Let's just give money value. So you, who is standing, will reap that same amount of commission that you will see in your back office. But the only thing that will be there is that you will need to upgrade to the $500 level before you'll be able to withdraw the money. So it would depend on your own capability of the amount of money that you have in place for you to be able to activate that particular account.
Thank you, sir. We're just not going to agree or disagree unless it's radically incorrect. Because it's in front of me, I'm going to have to justify that because I'm going to be questioned. Yeah, you let engineer Mike say it, then you agreed. So I'm going to be audited. Okay, you understand that. So if you're fine, okay, I'm not going to disagree much. You're not completely, but we're going to have to refine our terminology. Like, you know, instead of under you, no, it's a sales in your business.
Okay.
It's a customer. Okay, we're not going to say, so there's no, you could actually sell something without anybody joining you, okay, and earn a commission, and they could be completely outside the business. So it's not about recruiting. So you will not make money by anybody joining you, just registering. That would become a different structure, formally known MLM, network marketing, multi-level marketing, whatever it is, okay, referral, all of that. No, nobody would make money just by joining. Joining is not a valuable, okay. Perhaps purchasing, whether it's a subscription, it's a product, it's a service, okay, then yeah, that's I'm just making, like, tweaking the terminology. And I'm not the one who's inventing that, okay, but again, we want to be distinguished. We don't want to have any like the flavor or the smell of other stuff. So it is important to have our own dictionary in a way.
And our own terminologies.
Agreed with you.
Thank you, Serge.
And thank you for dressing up. Okay, I appreciate that. You and Brother John, and it just, I would join you, like you know, Joyce. Okay, just because you look good. All right, I'm sure somebody else wants to say something. What is the? Go ahead, Peter.
I'll say two words that you've mentioned before about the pay structure is dynamic and hybrid, and it changes based on who's on the team.
You're hired. Okay. And who else? You've been talking, Mike and Michael. Andy, is he here? He talks about math too.
It's unlimited, it's proprietary, it's a hybrid.
Yes. That's what I want to hear. Unlimited, proprietary, okay. Fair, generous. That is the description of it, okay. All right. Better than any before, I think before, scalable. It has room for the little guy or the one that is getting started or doesn't have major impact following or expertise, but at the same time, it recognizes the heavy hitters or the big doers, okay, fairly, because, you know, the 20-80% rule as well, right? Your presence or your positivity and existence with it also gives you the chance to monetize and to have a lucrative impact. Okay, what else? Long-term, scalable.
You don't need to know the recipe. It's delicious.
That's a good one. Okay, it's delicious, super delicious.
Innovative.
All right.
One size fits all. I remember, Mr. Farr, when you were talking earlier about leaving no one behind, and they were asking you about the packages, and they thought you were being elusive or evasive, but you weren't. You had this already formulated in your mind. So it would be disingenuous to say, well, everybody can afford it, but then start off at an astronomical price that most of us couldn't. So you have been thinking about this in advance, that one size fits all and no one gets left behind.
And make sure we don't get oversaturated, okay? Because if you run out of things to sell, and not depending on the number of users, okay? Things to sell, products, services, you know, more products. If you don't have that ongoing, how is it going to be long term? You're going to run out of breath. I love how you just reminded me how I love to be in Japan, but I don't think I would like really be thrilled there because of a lot of eloquency and etiquette and, you know, bureaucracy, and they do that, and the politeness and all of that. I don't want to do that in OnPassive. Just jump in, okay? So I love how we got in. Okay, it will be like too formal. So just be yourself and jump in when you can.
I'll jump in if you don't mind. I'd like to say that I know that you consulted the best mathematicians in the world to scrutinize the pay plan, and that it is mathematically sound and sustainable.
So
and
Lynn, to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So that is a good point. However, I want to clarify. You're not going to get a stranger who, yeah, they're good at numbers, but they lack the empathy or the heart or what we're trying to accomplish. So we said the concept, their job is to audit, to crunch in the numbers and do the math and validate it is functional, it is workable, it's you know, mathematically it's sustainable. That's their job. We're hiring them not to invent it for us. So it is there on the table. Check this from, you know, the greatest minds of, you know, the mathematicians across the globe. One task, make sure you crunch in the number. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know math as much as they know, but take a look in depth. Is this a viable way to do it? That's it. But we put it on the table.
The last thing I was saying is that it's simple. I remember you said that we can look at it in 5 minutes. We will understand it completely.
Less than that. No, that's just complicated. Less than that. Okay. All right. I can sum it up in 2 lines, 3 lines. Yeah, no problem. But also,
we have a.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say we have a few hands up too. If you want me to call on them after you're done talking.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, if you want to keep
I'll be
finish
quiet.
what you were saying. Yeah, I'll be quiet. I'm still laughing about the nose behind the head, but that's just. I think we have Corinne. Your hand is up.
I didn't want to say
Corinne.
any lower because I could have said it somewhere. Remember, I was aware.
Wouldn't that be?
Because if we go lower,
yeah, wouldn't that be funny sniffing people that way? Okay, so we have Corinne.
What a punishment.
Engineer Mike, your hand's still up. I don't know if that was from before. And then we also have Bob and Niraj and Jean Oliva. So Corinne, if you would like to speak, go ahead.
I would love to speak because I would like to say this what bubbled out of my heart. First of all, Asher Stein has said always, it's all about love also, the heart. So everybody who is dedicated and in love with OnPassive, which is in ourselves, being a representative and clear and clean ambassador of OnPassive is going to have full success. It is going to be surprised over measures always. So don't set limitations, but surprise yourself, because with OnPassive, everything is possible and more. Dream big, and it's always being bigger. This is the resonance. So everything is made with heart, and heart has no limits, is an eternal flow. So we are eternal flow. If we allow ourselves to be ourselves, the eternal flow, we receive the eternal flow. And that is the lifestyle of OnPassive. So no numbers, just abundance, eternal abundance. Whoever allows themselves to open it for themselves and approach the higher purpose in a stand, not understand, but in a stand innerly for the higher purpose, then you will be having full success for the collective, for the whole humanity, always looking at a bigger picture. That's the abundance. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Wonderful,
Thank you, Corinne.
Yeah, Susie, I was kind enough to let Marty record this. Okay, so we will have the previous portion up until now posted in the back office. Done. Now, for those who are attending live, no matter what time is it there, their bonus is going to start now. We're going to stop the recording, and that's just a part that only